What was the hardest part of the Auschwitz concentration camp that you experienced?
The hardest part was definitely Birkenau. Well, at least one of the hardest, because it was in the middle of nowhere. It was exactly what I had imagined. You could see like that old train wreck, and you saw the exact point where the people got off the train and walked to death pretty much. So that was really, really hard. Another pretty tough one was obviously the gas chambers. So we had a tour guide and she was like guiding us through everything. But in the gas chambers, she didn't even say a word. Like, she had to be super quiet. We all had to be quiet because we just walked through it, and you could see like black spots on the wall, like of burn and stuff like that. So thinking that millions of people died in that room was just terrifying. Like, I walked through there and I was just like, no way. Like, bodies over bodies were laying in that exact same room that I'm walking through right now. So yeah, that was definitely one of the hardest parts too. Also hard part was clearly to see like all the shoes and the hair of the people that was collected in the first part of Auschwitz behind those glass walls, because it was real. That's a thing. Like, you could see like the hair, because the hair was cut before they would go into the gas chambers. Plus, which I thought was really strange too, there were pictures of the people that got to Auschwitz, so like Jewish people or who else went there, and they were wearing like a striped pajama, blue and white, and below that picture they had the date of birth, the date of arrival, and the date of death. So looking at those pictures, they were like kids at the age of like 15, 16, even younger, but the ones that were actually like in order on the wall were like guys at the age of like 16, 17, up to 60 or whatever. And you could just read like they literally got there and next day they were dead, or they had to stay there for a year and then they died. So like seeing those so those dates and the pictures, so yeah, I would say that was definitely a hard part too.